that really long mortal tube where you're going to take damage if you don't have a certain upgrade.
Generally, with a lot of out of bounds, depending on positioning, you can do some dumb shit. That I don't exactly remember though. Hold on. Again, when you're. God damn it. Assholes, every last one of you. Gotta freaking leave the entire area and come back.
Can you say padding? Okay, kids, today's word is padding. Yay!
Like,
so when we leave the area,
hold on. Regular's abandoned.
The fuck it button.
I had enough health. If I was at lower energy, I would consider not.
But I know most likely when we leave the area, it's probably going to be close to 3 hours or maybe a little above it, but it's once that happens, I kind of somewhat want to stop because I have genuinely been sitting here and I have almost fallen out of this chair several times from dozing off.
You can try to stop shorter recording, but I mean, it's not like I have...
Again, getting back to the first error, what time is it right now?
It just passed midnight.
I meant recording time,
barely over 2 hours.
Okay.
I might do it shorter. Record. I know what I'm doing, and after now, a good chunk of the beginning of this was controller disparity until I'm fuck it, I'm gonna use Joy-Cons, and then I had that usual adjusting to Joy-Con carpal tunnel problem because these things are tiny. I might do a shorter recording, but
because I have genuinely almost dozed off sitting up, and because of that, I have almost fallen out of this chair a good 2 or 3 times from falling asleep. Emphasis on the falling.
Wait. Oh, yeah.
Why did that hurt you?
It crushed. I got caught right in the final crushing animation.
Because now we're back in the area with the water, but the water's drained.
No, so the water is clear.
So now nothing can kill you.
Defeating the boss purified the water in here. I have plenty of energy tanks. Sean loves Metroid Prime, and I generally enjoy this game as... Oh yeah, I can also get that missile. It's just a problem with... and now that I've also adjusted just moving my arm, I don't want to harp on it too much. I might have to take a second. Pee break in here. Before I end up doing a shorter recording, but actually, I think I will before getting a few other things in. Stopping, I'm taking a second pee break. Now, I had a lot of tea, so this will probably get shifted into the schedule sooner rather than later. Because I wanted to talk...
I gotta have that algorithmic synergy.
I wanted to talk about this game because I think this remaster is amazing, and we didn't even, fully ramble about, like, well, first of all, like, and we talked, about this in that other video, because I've never in my freaking life, if I sound slightly different, I was moving the chair to have a little bit more free range with my arms, and that also helps with the more motion-focused stuff. Where a guy that it was a YouTube channel, and I was kind of making fun of a video because of his dumb opinions, but then the comment, and I've never seen anyone do this, because the guy defended the GameCube, someone in his comments, oh, you're a Cubie. It's like,
I said I want to make Cubie a thing.
Cube, what the fuck?
I said I want to make that a thing.
Basically.
That's why I opened with the joke about, like, that's what, like, a Cubie would say. Again, especially because with that, it's just weird, dumb, insulting nickname because it's Cubie. Like I said, that just makes me think of Cubie from Box Boy. What did he do? How did Cubie hurt you?
Jackass. Where are you? Yeah. I don't want these guys around. I'm looking for... Okay. That's what yeah, there he is. Big boy! Damn it.
It's basically just the mini boss as an enemy now.
Oh, come on. I hate this thing. It's half the time I can't...
I swear I seem to remember a funny thing of in the Wii version because of how good your, like, free aim and shit.
Got him.
Because of how good
There's a missile!
There it is.
Oh, physics. Roll. Boost. It's not that hard, people. Christ. I've seen so many people just not...
Did you people not Tony Hawk? Did you not Tony Hawk as a child? Guess you weren't about that thug life.
Anyway, our commentary is kind of all over the place, but like, the reason I wanted to talk about this game kind of bothers me, but not technically the game, because the game is good. I love Metroid Prime, and this remaster is pretty good, honestly. Especially with these fucking motion, like, gyro, which is close enough to a Wii remote where I'm like, I can dig it. That basically everyone getting all this nonsense and rhetoric, and this is another area where you need to boost. Got them both. Again, physics. Just roll. Just on. To explain this also, before I go on my ramble, like, you just boost, roll, boost, roll. And you see, if you kind of lose it, and I will admit, getting a full charge, I'm also kind of stuck on the wall. Hold on. Full charge. It's not that hard. Yeah, there we go. Longer ones I sometimes have problems with, but...
That's what she said.
Oh, no, dun, 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 dun. There should be... Yes. This game... coming up, and all the connections with this game, and how, like, so many people do think this remaster is good, but then there were some other people that were arbitrarily complaining. Space Jump's over here.
That's like it's rare. Remember, we have the whole and actually.
Yep, Space Jump.
Nintendo released this for 40.
It was a budget game.
That thing you people said they would never do.
And it's a tangible GameCube game in a remaster form, where a bunch of people said that this is...
It's everything Arlo wanted. It's legacy content, and it's a surprisingly low price.
So, Space Jump is double jump. You jump again.
Oh.
And your ship is always a save point. And your ship has a unique function. Regular save points give you energy, but they don't give you ammo.
The ship will refill like your missiles and other consumable ammos and shit. Like, that was the next location.
First of all, hold on. Around here, let me find it. I think it's right here. There's a... Hold on. I never remember where this is when I'm looking for it. You have... For the plot, this is why people complain. I do agree with this. It's kind of egregious. You just have to go back to like Phendrana Drifts, but around here off to the side, if I can find it. Scan mode might help. There's like a little opening with like a missile or something in it. I never...
The game... Like, yeah. Oh no,
No.
That's the flower.
On. Can I find that? It's around...
There was a thing, but again, is that the game locking onto like flowers and shit. Oh, no.
I said a little opening with a missile in it. This was the other thing. Okay, good. I wanted to come in here. Before stopping, I might do the first loop around. Hey, jackasses. And away they go!
Actually, no, you would need the...
No. This I can't do. Because you need the gravel
I
beam.
don't know what I was going to say for, like, the jetpack pirates. One of the missiles had not connected yet.
Because they just shoot at you and leave. But this is what I was looking for. Because I'm trying to get my bearings on the map again. Because I played this game before. Because, like... And it's funny, I just couldn't remember the beginning of the game well. So, what I might do before stopping is at least the first sort of small loop, because you have to generally, when you get the double jump and everything, you have a few things, like, you have to go back to Phendrana Drifts for like 5 minutes. And that's why people complain, because it is, like, you come all the way out here, and then you literally go back to, like, Phendrana Drifts to just essentially kind of go back and forth, and this is one of the more egregious backtracking problems, where nothing else in the game is sort of ever as kind of egregious. Because you did go to Phendrana, get the double jump. I mean, you got the boost ball and everything. And it's like, oh, go here for double jump. And it's like, back to Phendrana. It's like, oh, what the hell?
because this game is from an era where games would waste your time because they thought that was substantial content when it's not.
I think that tree also has a missile in it. Hold on.
I like really grown a hatred for.
Hey, bitch. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that tree. It's like, and it's not the most agree. On. Now that might actually take a super missile. On. Try to scan the. Just one of the weirdest enemy type because he just deflects everything with its head, and you have to hit it in the ass.
That's what she said.
Oh, come on. If you want to missile it, do that. Where, like...
I swear I remember a thing that works against these enemies is like after...
Okay.
Is like after you dodge them, unlock, and I swear I remember your shots being...
Okay. Yeah, I think it's super missile then.
Seems to me.
Okay. It's been a minute. I can't remember all the super missile things. I know with the double jump I could go get a few other things, but I might at least, instead of sort of going off the side path for a minute, just do the plot. Well, actually, I mean, while we're here, I might. Hold on. Go back. And on. Go to the one path. Actually, wait. No. Wait. Yeah, it was up there. I was gonna, before stopping, we can go take that side path, and I think I can get that one missile I talked about like an hour ago. And again, now that I have... Also, sliding backwards in the chair and adjusting my hands a little bit did help. Part of my gyro inconsistency was sitting sideways.
I fucking told you.
I never said you were wrong.
I'm pretty sure in a recording you did say I was wrong once.
It generally... Yeah, okay. I technically couldn't do the one thing anyway. Actually, that's the room with the heat in it. Can't do that because I don't have the powers. Anyway. Water's clear, so I can just do this now.
It's beautiful.
That double jump. I'm looking for that one outdoor area with the save point because I want to make sure I can get the one missile.
Couldn't you look at the map?
It's out here. Oh, no, it's out here. It's up there. It's that one. Bye, jackass. You can jump. Yes, yes you can. Came back here. Okay. And now, from in here, it's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So anyway, how do you feel about the location of the space jump boots and the amount of backtracking that you end up needing to do in order to basically get the space jump boots and then go back to where you need to use them? Most people that defend Metroid Prime never defend this nonsense. I know the series is built on exploration with backtracking, but this always felt like an egregious waste of time. What makes this worse is the fact that in order to reach Phendrana Drift, you need to go through Magmore Caverns, because at this point in the game, I don't have access to any of the exits from Phendrana Drifts that go to other parts of the map, and I feel like that is stupid and egregious. All they needed to do was hide an elevator past a boost ball area, like a half pipe that goes really high up, and when you get up to where this half pipe goes, you find a door. And if you use the door, you find an elevator, and this elevator could have easily dropped you off in Talon Overworld or the Chozo Ruins. That would have eliminated most of the backtracking, and that would have given the player a lot of context clues, and those context clues would basically be, if you find half-pipe shapes, you might be able to boost up them. Then, you would realize the one area is a half-pipe, and that would let you boost up to the one spot that lets you reach the space jump boots, and then you would have eliminated the backtracking, and you would have taught the player to understand the environment, and that would have been incredibly cool. We talk about this a lot later, but in the remake, something that could have easily cut out a lot of this nonsense would basically be if you find a save point and use that save point at least once, you can basically go to a save point and be given the option to warp from one save point to another save point, and that would basically take my entire backtracking argument and essentially destroy it, because every major area in the game that I feel like you constantly need to visit has a save point or two around the map. This would have effectively been fine, since the stipulation for activating the warp is finding the save point and using it once. That would have naturally unlocked the save point as a warp point, and then when you need to backtrack, you could just warp around. Especially if you're familiar with the game, that would save a ton of backtracking, because as a good example, Phendrana Drifts, I could just go to that save point at the beginning, and I could basically warp all over the map, and let's say they made your ship a warp point as well, because your ship is technically a save point. You could constantly get back to the beginning of the game, and seeing as the space jump boots are around your ship, that would have turned basically the 5 or 6 minutes of walking into probably 10 or 15 seconds of watching a loading screen as we warp from Phendrana Drifts to the ship even if the ship was not an available target for the save point warping system, you could easily warp to a save point in an adjacent area, and that also would not really be that bad because the walk at that point would basically probably be a few seconds to maybe a minute or two, but ideally, if I was doing the warp thing, I would make the ship a warp. That way, you could come and go and easily get back to the ship. And now I could see somebody making an argument that the ship being a warp point is bad because you could warp to the ship and then you could save the ship and get all your ammo back. But I think that's fine enough, especially because, in my opinion, that would still be balanced around finding a save point. It's not like I'm saying you could freely warp wherever you wanted. You still need a save point, and as the game goes on and save points become less and less common, having an ability to leave an area and go back to your ship to get ammo and then warp back, I think would be fine, especially because warping would probably make every enemy in the area respawn. So it's not like coming and going would exactly be free. And having a slightly easier way to get your ammo back, I also think balances the difficulty a little bit, because I feel the save points really should have refueled your ammo anyway, because that does kind of become a weird little inconsistency that I think is arbitrary, but I'm starting to get off topic. You can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, everybody. I hope you'll come back someday. See you later.